There have been many overpowered cards in Clash Royale, from the Night Witch to the Goblin Machine, but no card has been broken as the Phoenix, a card that reached the highest usage rate ever seen in top ladder and grand challenges. What made the Phoenix so impressive? In this video, you will find out how a bird broke Clash Royale. The Phoenix was released on October 26, 2022. We can compare her to the Mega Minion, because they are very similar cards. For just 4 elixir, you got a Phoenix that could one-shot minions, attacked every 0.9 seconds, had enough health to survive lightning, dealt knockback and damage on death, spawned an egg that revived her and could be destroyed by Log or the Princess Tower, and finally respawned at full health and damage, not at 80%. One question that came to my mind was, did Supercell underestimate her, or was the Phoenix too strong on purpose? I didn't tell you that on the same day the Phoenix was released, new balance changes went live. The mirror, one of the worst cards, was changed so it could no longer mirror a card played before a champion. That same day, the Monk was also released, another broken champion, so Supercell knew that the best strategy was to cycle them as much as possible, and they preventively nerfed the mirror to stop this strategy. But how strong was the Phoenix on release? Was she everywhere, or was she only strong in some decks? You probably know the answer. Phoenix was in the strongest state a card had ever been in. Just 6 days after her release, she had a 58% usage rate in grand challenges. Top players were first to max her. She was used in literally every top deck at the time. The strongest decks, Phoenix cycle decks. Her peak was reached when she had an 80% usage rate. Even the mirror reached its highest usage rate ever, just to cycle more Phoenixes. Was Supercell keeping her this strong on purpose? Just 6 days after her release, Phoenix was emergency nerfed. Her Hex respawn time was increased by 0.3 seconds. Now the Princess Tower could destroy it before she was reborn. These nerfs weren't small. Supercell thought this would fix the chaos, but we were so far from it. Phoenix was still in almost every deck. The meta remained a complete mess. She was still too strong, and she needed more nerfs. The second nerf arrived on November 21st. Now Log could fully counter her, but this wasn't enough. The card was too versatile, too powerful for just 4 elixir. Players suggest making her 5 elixir. Was Supercell going to do it? On December 7th, her 8 points were reduced by 13%. Phoenix was finally less oppressive, but Supercell didn't listen to the community. She was still everywhere. Players were getting frustrated. How many nerfs would it take? 3 months later, Phoenix was nerfed again. The revived Phoenix now spawned with 80% health and damage. She also appeared smaller. This was probably the most frustrating part of the card. Now Phoenix wasn't as scary as before, but even with these nerfs, in March she had a 26% usage rate and a 54% win rate. She was mostly used in beatdown decks, like Golem, Electro Giant and Lavalon. But Supercell wasn't done. On April 4th, she received another nerf. Her death damage was reduced by 10%. Finally, on June 6th, she got her last balance change, another nerf. Her attack speed was increased from 0.9 seconds to 1 second. This adjustment finally brought Phoenix down to a reasonable power level. But was she actually balanced? By August 2023, Phoenix had an 11% usage rate and a 55% win rate. Still strong, but not overpowered. In November, The Little Prince, another broken card, was released, so Phoenix usage rate dropped to 3%. The meta shifted to Evolved Goblin Giant and Electro Giant decks. For the first time, Phoenix wasn't in a single top 20 deck. That didn't mean she was weak. The meta just didn't favor her. In February, Phoenix had a 2% usage rate and a 49% win rate. Lavalon was the best deck. Phoenix worked well in this type of decks, but she was outclassed by Evolved Bats. She was only used with Royal Giant, which was weak at the time. Did she need a buff? In July 2024, Phoenix made an accepted return, not because she was buffed, but because the meta had shifted again. Evolved Bats were nerfed, and Phoenix found a place again. She had a 21% usage rate and a 58% win rate. Despite the 3 broken goblin cards dominated the game, Phoenix worked well with them. The three best decks were Ram Rider P.E.K.K.A, Lavaloon, and two different Giant Prince decks. In September and October, Phoenix remained dominant. She was mainly used in Lavaloon decks, and the number one deck at the time, Giant Double Prince. The next month, Phoenix saw another decline. A new champion, the Goblinstein, took over the meta. Phoenix had a 3% usage rate and a 50% win rate. She was still used in Royal Giant decks, but those weren't top tier. Finally, we can confirm. Phoenix is balanced, not game-breaking, not useless. She works in some decks, and that's it. And for 2025, at the end of December and January 2025, she was used a lot in Lavaloon decks. The Royal Chef was released, a tower troop that could add levels to the card, and was very strong with the Lava Hound. She was also used in Royal Giant, but that's it. In fact, she had only a 3% usage rate with a 56% win rate. She was strong, but only in specific decks. In February 2025, not much changed. Phoenix was still great in Lava Hound and Royal Giant, but that was it. Right now, as of March 2025, Phoenix has a 4% usage rate and a 58% win rate. Still strong, but only in a few decks. The best deck right now? Electro Giant Phoenix. Finally something different. But aside from that, she is mostly seen with Lava Hound and Royal Giant. The Phoenix was so strong mainly due to her unique combination of traits. She was a cheap, durable flying troop with high damage, and most importantly the ability to revive after death. This mechanic made it extremely difficult to deal with, forcing opponents to spend extra resources. At her peak, the Phoenix was omnipresent because she could fit into any deck. She could be used in aggressive archetypes like Lavaloon and Royal Giant, as well as in control or beatdown strategies like Golem and Electro Giant. However, her power wasn't just about her high stats, it was also about the meta. For a long time, there were no effective counters to the Phoenix, and the few available options were either inefficient or too costly in terms of elixir. Additionally, interaction with the mirror amplified the problem, allowing players to cycle her repeatedly and create unbearable pressure on their opponents. Only after multiple nerfs and a meta shift, the Phoenix go from being a dominant threat to a balanced card. The Phoenix journey has been wild. She went from game-breaking to balanced to forgotten, only to return again due to the meta shift. Even now, Phoenix remains an extremely powerful card when used correctly, but she is no longer the nightmare she was. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe another meta shift will bring Phoenix back to dominance, or maybe she will finally rest in peace. Only time will tell.